This country will be ruined if anybody contests 2027 election with this constitution, says Obong Atta. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this channel that we got to hear this morning. As I headline for this morning says that this country will be ruined if anybody contests 2027 election with this constitution, says Obong Atta. Two-time governor of Akwa Ibom State, Obong Victor Atta, has said that the tension ahead of the 2027 election is too high. He said this during the commissioning of a 102 million naira asphalt overlay road in Ilorin, Kwara State. Speaking with newsmen after the inauguration of the project, the former governor said nobody should attempt to go into election with this constitution in 2027. This is because the tension is so high and we need to resolve all the problems facing us. He said Nigeria doesn't have a nation and presently lacks national economic policies, adding that the present system needs to be changed. That is all I am preaching. It's not about insecurity, health, or economic issue, but we have failed to develop the country into a nation with common shared values. Nobody should be forced into a union and told to form a country and they will agree to stay. Until we have a constitution that Nigerians are prepared for themselves and we are using with shared values, equality and equality and justice, believe me, we can ruin this country, he said. He said that unlike in the past when it took the country 7 years to fashion out a constitution from 1953 to 1960, it won't take 6 months this time. We can do it, and until we do it and we want to do it, so there will be an election in 2027. But at the moment, if you attempt to go into election with everybody complaining about INEC, insecurity and several other issues of disagreement, you would ruin the country because the tension is too high, he submitted. And that was what I said here, and that was what this man said here for also concerning this headline today this morning, which says that the country will be ruined if anybody contests 2027 election with this constitution, says Obong Atta. Wow. I mean, this is the few politicians in Nigeria that actually says the truth. I'm telling you. Obong Atta, a two-time governor of Akwa Ibom State, said that the tension ahead of the 2027 election is too high. He said all this during the commissioning of a 102 million naira asphalt road in Ilorin, Kwara State. Yes, he said that nobody should attempt to go into election in 2027 with this type of constitution. I mean, it is true. Nobody should think about going into election in 2027 with this type of constitution because the tension is too high. The tension needs to be resolved and the problems are too high. The people are complaining at INEC, the people are complaining insecurity, the people are complaining this, the people are complaining that. And with this type of our constitution, believe me, Nigeria is ruined. I mean, Nigeria is ruined because every political party, apart from the good ones, we all know the good ones, every political party like APC, PDP, all of them are prepared to rig election concerning 2027 and Nigeria will scatter. I mean, Obong Atta even said that the British cannot just clamp different people with different background, with different language, like, and merge them together and think that there will be peace. No, they cannot be peace. He's not pushing for secessionist movement too. This is what he said. Until all of us who are in this country called Nigeria can come together, create a constitution that all of us will agree to. This and this is how we do this is how we do things, this is how things will be run based on equality, then things will be free and fair and Nigeria will move on. Not this one that people are choosing it is the north that will win in 2027, southwest, south. I mean, just take a look at that. Yes, I mean, yes, what he said actually makes sense. He said that at the moment, if you attempt to go into election with everybody complaining about INEC, everybody's complaining about insecurity, everybody's complaining about several other issues of disagreement, I mean, you will ruin this country because the tensions here are too high. Yes, the country will enter. I mean, you will ruin this country. The country will be in ruins if you just attempt to enter the 2027 election. People have been complaining that our constitution needs to be fixed, our laws need to be strengthened, because politicians can just become governors, steal funds, and they won't get penalized for that. I mean, just take Yaya Bello as an example. He even said that before it took Nigeria 7 years to make the 1966 constitution that we're using. 7 years. But at this point in time, it never take Nigeria 6 months because Nigerians already have better economies, better philanthropists, and better politicians who can think deep and build a constitution. It won't take Nigeria 6 months to build a better constitution. I'm telling you the fact. Nigeria needs to change their constitution. Nigeria needs to change their laws. I mean, especially when it comes to politicians. I mean, the laws abiding politicians, the thing should be strengthened very, very well. So they will not just steal money and get away with it. Do you know how many governors have stolen state funds and gotten away with it? Elfa is one of them, Yabedo is one of them, and so many more that we can't even start mentioning. So before we think about any election, I mean Nigeria should be fixed first, and we should start fixing. Tinubu and his administration should better start fixing it now. Yes, first of all, that INEC alone itself is a major problem to our electoral system. Yes, INEC is a big problem to Nigeria's electoral system. They have to go. Yes, INEC have to go. People have said the countless time that if Nigeria wants to have a peaceful and fair election, and believe me, INEC has to go, or Mahmoud Yakubu has to go. Or what do you guys think? Tell me. Going into the comment section of this headline, Sylvester Okoro said, "I don't mind him. He didn't even build a road in his village after 8 years as governor. Imagine him traveling all the way to north to commission an asphalt." You know, but the man said something that makes sense. He said something that makes sense. Joseph Ben said that, "What did you say after the constitution when you were governor?" I mean, the people here saying all these things are right though. All these past governors, it is after they have do that governor finish, so they'll come outside and be saying the truth. That's just it. They come outside later and start saying the truth. After they've done their governorship finish, they've done what they want to do, they come out and start saying the truth. Pinto Giwa said that, "Which constitution did you rule with?" It's not the stupid one. It's not the stupid one. Rotimi Alba said that when Obasanjo wanted to do this thing, Nigeria revolted. They no agree. It's not the one do am. Abi. I mean, that's just the point. That's just the thing about Nigeria. Disagreement is always everywhere. Until we can make a constitution that everybody agrees to, I'm telling you. And I think Nigeria concept, I mean, should be broken down into parts. There are three major ethnic groups in this country. I mean, Nigeria should create what they call smaller countries inside Nigeria, like the Biafra, the Yoruba Republic, and the Arewa, and the middle belt. I mean, the middle region should be called the Central Nigeria. If I mean, people have said it that contest that Nigeria should be broken down. All these regions should have their own prime ministers, and they should just elect one prime minister that will represent them internationally. I mean, that's just better, like the UK, something like that. A lot of statements are being made. I mean, leaving only one man like Tinubu to rule the whole entity called Nigeria is even what is making all this slow development. Yes, because let us not be fooling ourselves. Tinubu not do anything. He's not doing anything there. He's just there sitting there embezzling money and thinks he's working. Oh, what are we saying? What do you guys think? Tell me, what do you guys think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Then tap the subscribe button. Yes, big video with the notification bell. So anytime I new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.